And I'm Allie Corey, and that snow is expected to fall all day today and will once again make for some treacherous conditions out on our roads. We want to get right to our team coverage this morning. You saw who we had earlier. Here we go again. Sydney Stallworth is in Wentzville. She is the latest on the city's snow emergency. Our Monica Adams and Ryan Dean are tracking the road conditions for you. But first, we want to send it over to Anthony because, Anthony, we are in that round two and it is coming down.
Yeah, we were looking at this yesterday and we told you don't get fooled by that break yesterday in the snow because this is really when the accumulation is going to happen. We're talking an inch per hour in the heaviest bands, and they are right over St. Louis as we speak, even across parts of southern portions of our viewing area like Mount Vernon and Farmington, where you just had plain old ice and sleet yesterday. This morning, everybody waking up to snow, and it is blowing and drifting because of gusty winds. Numbers in the teens, highs today only in the 20s, but wind chills today will stay in the single digits as all of this snow continues to accumulate. We are expecting an additional 4 to 8 inches of snowfall in St. Louis after only getting a couple inches yesterday. So here we go, the big blast, the final blast moving through this morning. Of course, when it snows, that creates problems on the roads. And with that being said, let's head over to Monica with an update on the morning roads. Monica, there's a lot of colors already on your map. What's going on?
Yeah, we don't normally see this, if ever, but if it is, it's still later in the morning, and it's going to be this way with all that snow that Anthony's talking about. Expect these crashes and a lot of stalls, again, with the dead batteries, which is what AAA is saying that they are warning you of. 55 northbound, a lane blocked between exit 11 and exits 15A, 15B. Stalled vehicle for those that travel on 270. This is going to be northbound at 44 and then 64 eastbound as you come up through that Chesterfield Valley. As far as the camera views for you this morning, we'll show you all the snow and barely any pavement. But first, Route TT closed from 94 to Missouri T, so I'll continue to monitor that one. But as that snow comes down, even if there was pavement, we are losing it. The good news, they opened 70 at 141, which was closed, and then we had a crash here at 70 in Hanley. So yes, as you can see, yellow and red all throughout, no matter where you are, so be careful out there this morning. At 5:03, let's head out to the roads and let's check in with our Ryan Dean. Ryan, first of all, I'm very happy to see you have gloves on today.
Well, you know what? That's the second time you guys mentioned that. I swear I was fine yesterday with no gloves on. Remember, I grew up in a very Arctic area in upstate New York, so I'm used to the cold. But I will say today, it is pretty chilly out here. That wind is brutal, Monica. That blowing snow. I know they're talking about, you know, how it's like a light, fluffy snow, but not when it's falling because of that wind. But I will show you, we got about probably an inch of additional accumulation here in the Arnold area. And yeah, it's that light, powdery snow. Hard to make a snowball. Be good for sledding a little bit later, but obviously so cold. I want to show you some video that we took just about 30 minutes ago to show you the plows are out this morning. We saw like that gang plow formation where you see about 3, 4, 5 plows together as they make their way off of onto Interstate 55 and trying to clear the road. And then there's a lot of cars behind them. MoDOT says they have full staff. They are, you know, stretching resources just like a lot of industries. They are short down drivers, but they are stretching to try to get things done. They're asking you to stay off the roads if you can. Give them plenty of time to clear the roads. We are expecting an update from MoDOT in about an hour about how things are looking. But, you know, one of the things you may be looking out of your neighborhood and saying, hey, when are they going to get to the major road in my area? MoDOT addressed that.
We do understand that each roadway is a priority to drivers. However, there are not enough resources to clear all the roads immediately. The focus is on our interstates and our high volume routes, and it will take us longer to get all the roadways back to mostly clear.
MoDOT keeps talking about how they are down drivers actually throughout the state. They're being less specific about this immediate area. In the past, I can tell you, usually they said they have 200 trucks out and about. They're not really saying exactly how many trucks they have going this morning. But again, we are expecting an update from MoDOT in about 50 minutes, so we'll obviously bring that to you live. One thing I do want to pass along, guys, is that if you see an emergency crew out in the roadway, give them some room. The Illinois State Police actually had 3 accidents yesterday involving people not moving over and giving them room. So make sure you give the emergency responders some room. I'm stepping out of the way. My photographer, Joe Young, just told me about these plows coming through. So here you go. This is the gang plow formation that I'm talking about here. This is 55 right at 141. And you can see the 4 plows together trying to work to clear at least one lane, trying to get you some pavement there. So it's been tricky, though, because this blowing snow comes right back, and then it just replaces the work they've done. So it's going to be a long morning for these guys. That is the very latest here in Arnold. I'm Ryan Dean, 5 on your side.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And if you do go out, be like Ryan. Put on some layers. Over at Wentzville, crews are working around the clock to battle the snow that just keeps on piling up. It's so bad, a snow emergency is in effect in the city. Our Sydney Stallworth continues our team coverage now. She is live in Wentzville with the progress crews are making. Good morning, Sydney.
Good morning, Rennie. Oh my goodness, it is really coming down here, and Wentzville is calling their snow plow workers this morning snow fighters, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're fighting the snow. It's coming down in inches. They've been working since midnight on Tuesday trying to push this snow out of the roads, and as soon as they work, it comes right back around. And these past couple of hours, the overnight hours have been the most crucial, but they say that you can help their crews as they try to clear these roadways.
One of the major things we stress on that is trying to get cars, they're parked particularly in residential roadways, into their driveways and off the road. So it's not only just safer for our drivers, it's much more efficient. It allows them to work their way through the subdivision without concern over hitting vehicles.
It is all hands on deck today. Wentzville is pulling employees from the Public Works, Parks and Rec, even the engineering departments to get behind the wheel of snow plows today and help clear these streets. Watching where you park is more than just a suggestion, though. It's actually one of the rules of the city's snow emergency. As long as this snow emergency is in effect, it's illegal for cars to park on Wentzville City public roads. Those cars could actually be towed. You are allowed to park in driveways while blocking the sidewalks if you need to. All of these rules are to help crews plow through these streets quickly and efficiently.
Given time, there's between 12 and 15 trucks on the road. So, between those 2 shifts, about 25 to 30 people, as you do have the support staff that are also in there that are loading salt. There are the vehicle maintenance crews that are on there making sure that the trucks keep operating.
The snow emergency is in effect until about 4 today, unless it gets extended. And St. Charles County crews are working hard as well. Their county engineer says that they have a team of 40 people who are working to clear 800 miles of road, and they're working 12-hour shifts. Live in Wentzville, Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.
Sydney, you're doing a great job. A girl from Florida there. Doing a great job on this first snow coverage. Taking a live look for you at Lambert Airport, where it is shaping up to be another day of travel troubles. So if you are flying out today, check your flight status before you head to the airport. We are already counting more than 100 flight cancellations. And this, of course, follows a rough day yesterday for travelers. Lambert led the country in cancellations. More than 80% of all flights were called off. Across the country, about 3,700 flights were canceled and more than 7,000 were delayed.
Now, while many of you stayed at home yesterday, our healthcare workers took on the snow to serve on the front lines. For some, that meant sleeping at the hospital. St. Louis University Hospital converts its conference room center into a makeshift hotel for staff to voluntarily stay the night during the winter storm. They set up cots with linens and other toiletries and meal vouchers for employees during their stay.
We call it Hotel de Slough, which is when we decide whether or not we're going to open it up and allow people to stay before or after their shifts.
Jewish Hospital also set up cots for the staff to spend the night and have contracts with a local hotel chain to give discounts to workers who choose to stay there.